Hi, this is Alice from AliceHendon.com, Alice Hendon Art Tangleology. I'm going to show you a tangle pattern today called Shnek that was designed by Hanny Waldberger. To get us going, I've already set out 2 circles here that I just kind of lightly did in pencil to give me some guidelines. Shnek is a really cool pattern for borders. You can use it in the round, you can use it in a straight line. You can use it to fill in space by stacking them one on top of another. But let's get started with this and let me walk you through how I do Shnek. I do it backwards from a lot of people, although this is the way Hanny showed it originally. So that's what I learned, and that's how I just go with it. Start at the bottom of the line, go up and loop over, and then turn your tile a little bit, start about halfway in that area there, go up and loop over, up and loop over, up and loop over. You're going to start, when I said halfway, between where you touch there and down here, start about halfway there, touch that pencil line, go up, loop over, and you're going to do that until you fill in this entire circle. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Don't worry if your loops aren't all the same size. That doesn't matter. Don't worry if you don't touch your pencil lines. Nobody's going to see those anyway. They're going to get kind of obliterated when we shade this piece. And just keep going, filling in your loops and your lines. Now I need to think ahead a little bit about finishing this up over here. I've got room to fit one more into that area. Okay, that's the basis for Shnek right there. There are a lot of different ways to finish this off. What I like to do is to come and aura just inside this whole circle. I don't do well going like that. I know that, so I do it from the bottom and do them one at a time and turn. I know that when I do little half circles like that, I don't do well if they're going under. I need to do them over. So I'm guessing there are people that would do better to do them upwards as opposed to over and down. Just figure out which works best for you and then go with that. There's no right or wrong in tangling. You do what works for you. It's all about being relaxed and just enjoying the process. Okay, so I have my inside aura there. On the top, I like to just go over, scoop, over, scoop, over, scoop, over, turn my tile, scoop, over, scoop, over, scoop. I've done this pattern probably 100 times, so it's easy for me to just go. When you do your first one, you're not going to want to go this fast probably. Take your time, lift your pen whenever you need to, and then put it back down and keep going. And then touch your line there. So that is Shnek by Hanny Waldberger. She is a CZT, a Certified Zentangle teacher. So what I'm going to do now is show you the shading. I like to just go easy. I don't get too fancy with my shadings because I don't actually like to shade, but I know that I need to because it adds some depth to your piece, some dimension. And no, I don't enjoy shading. I just as soon leave it off, but it does look better if you do it. So just use kind of the flat side of your pencil. I've been using this pencil for a long time. I love this pencil. I don't remember where I got it from or anything. I actually went online one time about a year ago and found it. It's a yeah, I have totally no idea how to say that. Cran Dash or something. But I found this pencil and ordered me a whole box of them because I like it that much. And then just use your tort. Yeah, I do better doing this upside down too. Just go back and forth. The point here is to blend this and just smooth it out a little bit. Just turn your tile as you go. And I'm just going over that little line that I made for our aura. I'm just smoothing. I did that one on the other side. And just smoothing that out as you go. If you have places that need a little bit more darkness, you can always come back and add a little bit more pencil on there. Or quite frankly, you get a buildup on this tort, but you can use that, even what's already on there, to add into some areas if you feel like it needs more. Okay, that's my inner aura, my inner shading, and you can see that it makes it look a little bit 3D. Then I want to come in around the outside, just add I don't normally hold my pencil like this, but I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way as much as possible so you can see what I'm doing. Otherwise I'd be like this and here like that, but I don't want to cover it up so you can't see, so I just kind of go around, all the way around with some graphite here. I got some new graphite in the mail today from Lita Art Supply that if I had it out and ready to go, I would totally use that to try. I'll do that soon in a video. I did an unopening for them that I'm going to have posted on YouTube here sometime this afternoon with the new drawing kit they've got out. Okay, so I've gone all the way around there. And with it being, I'm going to keep my hand on this side. Normally I feel better like that, but again, I'm going to cover up the drawing so you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to just, you can either do the shading in little circular motions. I do better myself with this kind of back and forth sweeping motion. And then when I feel like it needs some help, then I go in with the little circulars. If you can see my original pencil lines, there's some that comes inside these little shading the little areas that I'm shading right now, which covers up and even kind of blends in that pencil with what I'm shading. And the little bits that are still inside that circle, I'm not going to even worry about those. Nobody's going to really notice those. And if they are, they shouldn't be looking at your stuff that hard anyway. How's that? They should be going like, ooh, look how great that looks, how three-dimensional that looks. Ooh, you got so much depth in that. That's what they should be doing. So, I want to smooth that one out a little bit, but there you go. In a nutshell, that's Shnek by Hanny Waldberger with some shading to give it some dimension. I hope that you'll try this. If you do, I'd love to see what you do with Shnek. If you need a place to hang out, to Tangle, over on Facebook, I admin a group called Tangle All Around. A very active group of nice, friendly people that like to help each other learn, and we'd love to see you there. If you'd like to see some more of my YouTube videos, I have several drawing videos and a new website that's up now called at www.alicehendon.com. I'd love to have you come by and visit. Let me see what you do with Shnek. Thanks.